Sam, have you talked to Eve about her finding us together at the hospital?
Yes, Ivy, I spoke to Eve.
Well, has she agreed to keep it quiet or not?
No. And for all I know, she could be telling Grace right now that she caught us in what looked like a compromising position.
Sam, you have got to stop her. If Grace finds out, then she could tell Julian, and if he gets wind of our past, he will destroy my whole life. Yours too, Sam.
The only thing I regret is not telling her about us years ago. She is my wife, and I love her very much. She deserves to know the truth, and to hear it from me, her husband, before somebody else tells her. I gotta go.
Eve, don't be afraid that I can't handle the truth. It's worse to think you're keeping things from me.
I would have told you sooner, but Sam said it might be better to wait.
Why wouldn't Sam want you to tell me the truth about Charity's condition?
Charity? You think that I want to tell you something about Charity?
Well, you're her doctor. I figured that her condition was worsening and that you were afraid to tell me. I mean, this is about Charity, isn't it? What other secret could you know about my family?
Eve, if you don't mind, there's something I need to tell Grace.
Sam, if this was about Charity's condition... I'm sorry, I've got a cake in the oven.
You were talking to Grace about Charity? I thought you were telling her that you saw me with Ivy.
I tried to. Grace misunderstood. She trusts you, Sam. Grace can't even conceive of that kind of betrayal by her husband.
For the last time, I did not betray Grace with Ivy.
Are you going to tell Grace the truth or not?
Well, the truth is, I love my wife, and I am not interested in Ivy Crane.
I know what I saw at the hospital. And Grace said that she saw you with another woman up at the ski lodge. Now that had to be Ivy. Grace said she was up there too.
Yes, Ivy was there. And so was Julian. I let Grace think that she dreamed I was with another woman because I didn't want to hurt her, Eve. I swear. Look, nothing happened between me and Ivy. Not at the lodge or the hospital, and it's not going to.
I'm sorry, I can't let Grace be friends with Ivy not knowing that you had a past with her. It's not fair. Grace has a right to know, and I have an obligation as her best friend to tell her if you won't.
It was a mistake not telling Grace about Ivy and me.
And why didn't you?
Because so much time had passed. I mean, because that part of my life was over. And I couldn't justify dredging up the past just to hurt Grace or to make her jealous, just to clear my conscience. It just didn't seem right. I mean, can't you understand that, Eve?
I've always admired you, Sam. Next to TC, I just thought you were the finest man on earth. But now is the time to prove it. Tell Grace about Ivy. Because if you don't, you'll leave me no choice and I'll have to do it, and I don't want to. This is something that she should hear from you, her husband, the father of her children, the man that she loves.
Sorry, I'm just baking a cake for Charity's nurses. Eve, there was something you were going to tell me about Charity's condition?
What I was going to tell you is not about Charity.
Well, then, what's the secret you were going to tell me?
It's the hospital. I'll just take it in the kitchen.
Of course. Sam, what is going on? And I hate to think that people are keeping things from me. If there is something I don't know, then tell me, no matter what it is.
Grace, are you sure? You want the truth, no matter what?
I don't think there is anything that you could tell me that we couldn't deal with or work through together. You're my husband, Sam. I love you.
Okay. Remember at the hospital when I said that there's something I've wanted to tell you for a long time?
Yes, and we got interrupted.
Well, time, I told you. I think you need to know, and you need to hear from me. Grace, I don't want to hurt you. And that's why I didn't tell you sooner.
Sam, you could never hurt me. Look, you're the man who saved me from that awful fire. And you loved me without knowing who I was or where I came from. And you've always been so wonderful and giving and supportive of me through our whole life. There is nothing that you could say that would change how I feel about you.
Grace, before I say anything, I want you to know that what happened was a long time ago, before we met. And in no way does this affect our lives or the family that we have together. Or is it about our love for each other? I love you, and only you.
And I love you, Sam, and isn't that all that matters?
Oh, that's all that matters to me.
Well, then tell me what it is you think I need to know.
Grace, it's, Chief Bennett, look, I'm in the midst of a family crisis. Can it wait? Yeah, I'll be there as soon as I can. That was a deputy commissioner. He wants to meet with me right away. Some big case is about ready to break open.
Look, Sam, you're under so much pressure.
Look, I don't want to put off talking to you.
Sam, you need to go to that meeting. Whatever it is can wait. We have our whole future in front of us.
I love you. And I want you to remember that. And don't worry about Charity. Come on, we're going to deal with our niece together, just like we deal with everything else in our lives. I have to get to the station house right away.
What about Grace? Did you...
I couldn't tell Grace about my past with another woman, then leave. I'll tell her when I get back.
Sam, I don't think that I can stand to face Grace another moment and not tell her the truth.
Eve, for God's sake. Look, I don't have time to sit here and argue with you. You do what you feel is right, but in your heart, you know it'd be better if I told Grace about me and Ivy.